Hello, it's Sandstormy. I'm back with episode 11 of my hardstuck to GM Kiriko challenge. And I have some good news. I went from Diamond 1 to Master 5. And I feel pretty good. It's a really big accomplishment for me because I've never been higher than Diamond before. Like in Overwatch 1, the highest I've ever been is really low Diamond, so this feels pretty good. And to do it with Kiriko feels nice. The only thing about these games is that they felt really wonky. But yeah, about these games, they were... By wonky, I mean... Like, I couldn't tell if the enemy team was serious or not, or even my team at points. And I played the games. This Watchpoint game was from episode 10, so we'll start Busan, Hollywood, Midtown, and go up from there. And as you can see, I lost 2 games, but they really did feel random at times, and there were some games where I had to flex around. I think Midtown. Yes, Midtown. I remember this game. There was an issue with... I think there's an issue going on with the server or cooldown sometimes, because if you press Control Shift N to see which server you're on, a lot of the information is kind of scrambled. And I was put on the West Coast with Kiriko, and I remember it was very hard to land my healing, my kunai. I couldn't even stay as long as I wanted in certain duels and then teleport out. I would just kind of like use the teleport or swift step, and then I would be eliminated, and the cooldown would go off, the sound would go off, but the actual teleporting wouldn't go off. And at that point I was like, I knew I was letting my team down, so I said for that game I'll flex to Lucio instead. And we got 0-3'd on our defense, and that's when I swapped off of Kiriko. And we did end up bringing it back, but I won't review that game. There was another game as well, Nepal, where there was someone who only played Kiriko, and they insta-locked her before I could. And I asked the team if they'd like me to flex anything, and they chose Ana, so that's another map where I was flexing. But yeah, I'm really proud of reaching Master or Masters, and now the hard work begins, because reaching GM is going to be tough. There are a lot of good players, and I'm going to have to not only team with them but also play against them. So I might have to change a few things. One thing I've changed immediately ever since that Midtown game, I changed my healing Ofuda sensitivity to 75%. I still like tracking, but I think that's a better number than 50 because I was just missing too many heals in the moment. And I'm gonna really work on my mechanics. I think my general game sense is okay, but of course that could always use work. But let's get into reviewing the games. Let's review Busan. It was a loss, so I think it might be a good game to review. Okay. So before I begin, looking at our comp, teaming with an Ana, so I know I can flank around a little bit. We do have a Reaper and a Sojourn, and we do have a Rhine, and I remember this game. Sometimes games in certain, maybe it's not even an ELO thing, but sometimes you'll just get random games where someone says they're throwing, like our Reinhardt. I think they said they were depressed, so they were throwing the game. And I'm not sure why they were throwing. Maybe they're going through a rough time. But even despite that, I would still be trying my best. So let's see what happens. Let's see what I could do differently. Even if this game was not winnable, as some players may say, Let's see what I could have done.
I'm with you. Be healed.
Okay. So immediately here, like I knew they had a Genji, and I'm still playing safe. I think that's an issue I have. I like to feel out the fights before, or have a feel for everything. And I remember I called out the Genji was left side, and usually like a DPS would help focus them, or a support maybe sometimes. And this Genji was able to just wall climb up top of here, and then he just kind of saw our Sojourn and I just like standing out in the middle. So I think I need to be a lot more proactive, and I'm not sure I know what the enemy team is running at this point, so I kind of take my time a bit. But I need to have a plan, especially on this map, because oftentimes why I kind of slow things down is because they might have like a Widow, so I'll have to path a little bit like cautiously. But here I'm just kind of waiting, and I don't have a plan at all. Like I should be pathing close to here, maybe going up top. I should have like a better idea. Maybe I should even be playing over here to get line of sight of more than just like my team. But let's see what happens. So I think I Suzu fine there. My healing needs definite work there. I don't even heal our Sojourn all the way. Yeah. So there, like, Sojourn died there because of me. Like, I knew the Genji is there, but I didn't even attempt to heal our Sojourn all the way, or like DPS against the Genji. So it's really poor by me here. I get back up. Sojourn needs healing still. I don't help her out at all. I'm shooting the Genji too much. I should have healed our Sojourn more. Yeah, they have a lot of the control now of the map. So, just looking at it from this perspective, since we lost one, and I didn't control certain parts of the map, like their Ana could look at us through here. Their Genji's just like diving our Ana now. Our Rhine and Reaper and I are all just stuck here. And even their Sojourn is taking an angle. And Kiriko. And their Hog is up top. So they really control so much of the map. They don't really care about the point right now. They just care about kind of singling us off. So I kind of caused this to happen because I didn't heal our Sojourn all the way. And now I'm in a bad spot. And us as a team, we're in a bad spot. So TP to her Ana. I miss healing her there. I need to get better at this duel. I feel very sluggish. I think I was also put on the west coast in this game. That's why my mechanics are pretty poor with Kiriko right now and healing. But it's something I'll have to get used to if I'm put on a different server again. And I noticed I was on a different server because of the latency. So I'm shooting the Ana here. I'm taking a different angle. I know the Genji's behind. And once. I missed the Suzu. She slides out anyway. So that's something I have to think about then. Genji was really low. Yeah, I'm missing a lot of my healing. Gonna leave our Sojourn there. I'm missing my reading. It's kind of slow there. I tried to TP in, but it was too late. Or TP away, but too late. So far I'm not landing my basic kit. No damage, no healing. I missed my Suzu on our Sojourn, but she slid out, so I TP in here. I just want to use my ultimate to win the fight. I'm not really thinking much about like anything here. I just want us to press W.
Sometimes it takes two. What's up? I'm on the objective.
Yeah, their DPS are taking different angles.
We're pretty good together. Coming through. Draw strength from nature.
Yeah, I played a little bit of Sombra. She doesn't do that much damage. Like, getting the hack is the main way. I tried to take the duel there, but I failed mechanically. So I think in that case, like, let's look at this again. Because I think looking at my deaths are pretty important. I will climb up here. She doesn't know that I'm here yet. She does it like after. I could have taken my time with that shot. You can also look at it from Sojourn's perspective. So I don't know if I could have finished her off. But if I landed both of my shots, I believe I could have. So she was at a high enough percent. Yeah, she saw me wall climb there.
Railgun charged.
Yeah, I need a tighter strafe pattern versus Sojourn, I think. But I get picked first, which is one of the worst things.
Time to try again.
Yeah, I have a hard time just aiming at an Ana scoped in. I don't think I could touch here though. Yeah, so that round, I caused some teammates to either die first or I died first, so if I let that happen, then that's on me and I need to work on it. So against Sojourn specifically, I think that I didn't only get eliminated there because of my mechanics, but because of my decision making to go up there, because she got out and she had enough charge still. So I should have been thinking about that a little bit. So here I take a different angle. I'm looking to flank a lot more because I wanted to force myself to do better, so I'm not healing at all.
Under my protection.
Yeah, I didn't Suzu or Rhine there at all.
Sit down, please.
Get there. Kiriko, we're down our Hana though, and our Rhine. TP'd into here. Super risky. I get lucky, he just didn't wait. Alright, best to heal our Reaper. Need to land better headshots there. I didn't have the TP there as well. So a lot of weird decision making with my teleport. I'm just teleporting into the open. I think I understand why in the moment though I did that. It's because the ping was higher, so I just wanted to get out of there. But if I lived, I could have definitely changed the outcome of that fight. So dying has been a big issue of mine. And I still go on these really long flanks. Kiriko notices that I'm far left. Even the Genshi notices that as well. I'm distracting her. I'm not really getting a kill here. We both Suzu here. I end up winning that duel. Missing a lot of shots on the hog there. So now we have a Lucio, so things are a little different with how I should be playing. I can't flank around like that. I can, but it's really risky. I should really stay with the team here. Yeah, I TP right to our Lucio, which is risky.
Let the
my ultimate right here. Nobody can really use this here unless they push in. I Suzu there. Yeah, I'm rushing a lot of things here. Should be looking to heal more, definitely. Yeah, lucky I get the beat there. Soldier. I'm kind of in the open here. So I think I need to understand the map better with cover for maps that are really open like this. Because it happened last round too, where I'm just like in the open versus certain characters.
Let me balance you out.
Yeah, I leave our Rhine here. This is probably not the play to go with our DPS when we have a Lucio. But I still continue to do it because I want to challenge the off angle. And even though I helped our soldier, we still lose the fight here. So let's look at this fight from the other perspective. So our Lucio's perspective. So our Lucio is with our Rhine here. We went for the Ana. Yeah, I'm not sure if they hit anybody with the Shatter, but they had to also make different plays because of how I've been playing. So it's an interesting game where I try to help like our DPS contest these angles sometimes, but I don't do a good job always helping them out. Like our Sojourn first round kind of died because of me. I'm also dying first fight, and then I take such long flanks in the open that like Sojourn and Ana can like snipe me in the open. And even the Genji, I haven't shown the mechanics to even contest them, so I think I should have just stayed with the Rhine and our Lucio. I should have like played, and if I don't stay with them, then play in a position where I can teleport to help them out. Because oftentimes I'm kind of playing super far away from my team. Like here I played with our soldier, but I could only play with him here. I couldn't play with like Ryan, Lucio, or Reaper, so that was kind of my mistake as well. So for this map specifically, I'll have to improve on it because a lot of open space, and like I should be thinking more like a Zen. Like Zen benefits when he can shoot his projectiles like relatively close, so he doesn't have to read as much, but like cover to cover, I should be thinking about that. And sometimes it's hard landing kunai at range, but I need to practice that because I was just missing a lot in this game. But that's what I learned for Busan. Also, don't be the one to die first. But yeah, that was Busan. It was a tough game because one of our players said they were throwing. So yeah, a little different. I'll get into the next game, which is Hollywood. I remember a lot of these games were not what I was expecting because players were doing the most random things. And I was even like laughing during some of them because of how players were playing. But I guess that's the ranked experience, where you get some games that are really one-sided or just kind of funny in a way. So looking at our comp here, teaming with a Mercy, and we have double hit scan with Ashe and Soldier with Orisa, so let's see what happens. I don't have that much experience with Mercy, but She's kind of similar to Kiriko in terms of healing, according to some of the Mercy players I've talked to. And I'm playing against Bastion, Ashe, Zen, Kiriko, and Sigma. So I'll be looking for the Sigma abilities, like his rock and his ultimate to Suzu against, mainly. But other than that, I can get away with using it for duels and if any teammate needs it. Let's see how I use it. Just checking my flank. Just gonna walk straight there. They give up a lot of space here. I go on the high ground. We're down one. Watch out the Kiriko. I'm looking at the Ashe. I think that's okay to look at her there. I got discorded, so I just go down. They wanted to fight me up top, so I just give it up because it's a 2v1. Our soldier gets up top though, which is really good. Even their Ashe is going up top now. I just TP out. Do end up getting the pick there. Okay, so let's look at the Suzu that I do there, because I mentioned that I'm going to use it for duels. So I use it because I get hit by the dynamite. I think it's okay. But at the same time, I could have just teleported to a teammate as well. Like, I didn't have to do it. I think if I get hit by a certain ability, I don't have to just cleanse. I could just TP out. And I wanted to stay here, but I should have been thinking, okay, Sigma's also coming up top, so there's no way I should stay here, because I think I teleport out anyway. So I think I should have just TP'd out here. Because I get two more shots and I just TP, so... Like, here would have been a good time to use it if I wanted to stay here and duel. But yeah, I liked how I had a plan there, and I went to the high ground and I gave it up when I was really pushed. Maybe just thought the order of my abilities were the best. I think I stay on point a lot in this round. So yeah, the enemy team is going up top. Yeah, they understand that the high ground is good and you can see a lot of parts of the map here, so Orisa goes up top. I'm not sure if I help her out or not. That was a good pick. She forced them down. I did not Suzu her there. So this is just like far range Suzus. Let's just slow it down so I can see if I miss Orisa there. Yeah, when she's critical I should be throwing it. Yeah, I threw it right there and I missed, so I should have been aiming at the wall here because she would be using more cover. I didn't even hit her with it, which is kind of bad by me because I could have definitely saved her and healed her up here. I'm thinking, am I too far away in this fight? Should I have been pathing closer to Orisa? Maybe even teleport in. It's kind of risky, so I decided not to in the moment. But I definitely should have been able to protection Suzu or Orisa there. Our Ashe has been getting lots of picks though. She gets picked by the soldier. Yeah, I should have noticed that the soldier didn't get out. Mercy gets her though, which is good. Okay, so my awareness needs some work as well. I'm seeing now. So I should be looking at her wrist and seeing, okay, she used her gold here, she used her ultimate. And if she needs the Suzu, I could throw it. Like right there, I should have threw it, because she used her gold there. That was nice. I used it in the air. I use my ultimate here since they're down 2. Should be there. That's our Mercy there. I try to heal our Mercy there. I try to also stay on point as well. I think that was good by our team. They really pushed in,
Under my protection.
even despite our Orisa being down.
Goddess Akajinja protects you. Help me move the payload.
Yeah, so I think our team did a really good job contesting the high ground and then controlling it.
Let me balance.
Right now, I'm just playing it safe. I should be looking at our Orisa here if I'm going to play so defensive. That's something I'll work on now. Like right here, she used her gold ability, or fortify, so I should be looking, okay, I'll protection Suzu her if she gets hit by anything, or is she low? Yep. Like there again. She gets focused down because she used it. Oh, too slow with the healing there. Let's see if I could have healed our Mercy there better. Because I've been having a hard time like tracking to heal. Yeah, I'm doing too much DPS. As soon as like the D.Va's charging her and she flies past me, I should be like healing our Mercy there. So that's been a problem of mine for a while, where maybe I need to just get into the habit of just one kunai, one Ofuda burst, and keep to that in general and take my time with it. That way when it's time to actually heal, I could keep them up, because healing has been a big problem of mine, where I just kind of let my teammate get eliminated. And I kind of miss my healing there too. I land nice headshots there, but it doesn't matter at this point. Alright, we have a Symmetra now, instead of a Soldier. I didn't cleanse our Ashe there, because I'm kind of looking to cleanse just our Orisa, or from a lot of burst damage. She should be okay here. Here I kind of forget about our Orisa. I do cleanse her there, I dropped as well. Didn't think I had to drop really. Yeah, here I tried to do that method, but just a little too slow on the healing probably there. I don't know if I had to Suzu or Orisa, but I did. I decided to ult here. It's kind of risky, but I really wanted to push again. Oh, see, I'm not quick enough with the awareness here. Kind of let our Widow get eliminated right there. But we have Mercy to help my mistakes. But I've been making a lot of them. Even here, I don't help our Orisa. I could have definitely helped her out there. So yeah, it's not really indecisiveness, but rather a lack of helping my teammates.
Soothing your wounds.
I think our DPS really played that round well. Our team in general did well, and I think our Mercy's been doing a really good job in this game. Like, I've been making a lot of mistakes. She's been correcting a lot of the deaths.
If we do this right, they won't even know what happened. Hello.
5, 4, 3,
So,
1.
we have Zarya right now,
Defend
and Soldier Widow. Still with a Mercy Kiriko combo, which I like. So I like this flank here, just to apply pressure from behind. As long as our team doesn't get pressure too much. 2 headshots there. I know they see me. I should take my time a bit. Didn't have to rush this. Okay, I think that's fine. Yeah, I really need to help our Widow. I think I called it out too, that the Ashe was there. So far I could take these little flanks. I don't have to do too much healing. Especially because we have a Zarya against D.Va, so it's a favorable matchup for Zarya.
No one can hide from my sight.
So I'm trying to do the healing and shooting here. I take a really weird duel. I just want to take these fights here, but it's so risky at the same time. Like, I'm not respecting the enemy team by taking these really weird angles.
My senses are sharpened.
TP's below. Yeah, I think I get like hungry for kills. So I need to really take a step back, I think, because I don't want to get picked first. It's happened a few times in the past. So I mix it up and I play on the left side. I do have a few teammates to TP too.
I've got you.
They're playing double snipers, so or triple snipers, so it's not really a comp that's too difficult to play against when I'm flanking with Kiriko. I should have expected this from the Widow, because there's only one place I could really be there, because she saw me when I was here. So what I could have done was I could have just patiently waited here. I could have even dropped down here and taken a different angle and maybe even seen her there. So yeah, this was just like a classic mistake of me not respecting the enemy team at all. Like she saw me. One thing like players will do is like they'll just aim to where they expect you to be. So she saw me here and I just went here. And I can do a few things here actually. I can actually kind of just not peek here and just wait, which I think is the smart play, where I can even TP out if necessary and let the Hanzo push me. But I kind of do like the classic mistake where I just peek the other angle and she's holding that angle. So kind of a basic mistake by me here. I get too conceited because I just go right there in the open. Let's just look at it from her perspective. It's a weird spot to grapple to, I think. Yeah. And I jumped too. I jump peeked there as well, and she knew. But yeah, my mistake there for getting picked first again. It's been a big problem of mine.
Licked my wounds. Let's go.
Team was doing a good job though. Until I did that. I just missed it with the Suzu. I should have probably Suzu'd her first when she was getting pushed. Oh, the Widow's behind me there. Oh, she gets bubbled there. I still try to break the bubble, which is interesting. Yeah, she has no bubbles now, but
Feel better?
didn't even know if Zarya had her bubble there. So I haven't been doing a good job looking at what our team has or the enemy team has. Use my ultimate to counter ult theirs. Caught in the middle here. It's a good thing our soldier was there in the in the grab with the visor. He had a lot of damage there, while their DPS were taking angles.
What's up?
I'm a man on a mission. Stay out of the way.
Okay, I'm pathing way left side. I take really different angles. Maybe I'm the one who plays wonky. And they have walls as well, so I'm thinking I should TP out. I have to Suzu as well because I'm in a bad spot. Like I TP to in the open again, so I need to get better at that.
How's the hunt?
Oh, I missed the Suzu. I need to work on that. That was a decent trade. I didn't really expect to live there, but I probably could have lived. So I need to work on that. I just kind of trade. I don't really try to live or extend things too much at a certain point. I kind of commit too hard. And I understand sometimes I have to get the elim, but I don't think I really need to in this game right now. Like, living is good enough. I take a lot of weird duels as well. Like, I knew the Widow was playing there. I still went for that peak.
No one can hide from my sight.
We have walls.
How pretty.
Yeah, so this peak here, like, this keeps happening where I'm just, like, taking the biggest peaks against snipers. Like, back here when I did the jump peak against Widow, like, really predictable. She knew that I was here and then she was holding this angle. And I should have just waited for her to commit. That's something I really have to think about. And then over here, like, our Widow's taking the same angle and then I flank them as well. Which is really interesting. And I take such a wide peak as well. Like, I'll look at it from my perspective again. But I shouldn't be dying here. Because we have walls as well. And they actually don't want to push our Widow either.
How pretty.
Gotta pick on the Kiriko, which is good. Yeah, I drop like right into the open. I don't try to use cover at all or anything like that. And this could have been a really big ultimate. I didn't even ult track or even think that we're gonna grab here, which would have been really important because I was just so focused on their Widow and their Hanzo, so I kind of lost focus on ult tracking here. Because let's say our Zarya grabs now and then I drop and I land like maybe 1 or 2 headshots here, it would have made a way bigger difference than just dropping here and dying early. Let's see how the Hanzo knew I was there. Because I'm pretty sure he heard me there. It's good that I'm not getting away with these flanks now. So that way I understand how to improve on them. Like, I'm not sure if he heard me or if he sonar, but let's see. Yeah, he could hear me.
I am restored.
Crush the enemy. Not forgetting the payload, are we?
Yeah, he could hear me. So, I just dropped right into the middle. That was my mistake. I should have just dropped here, let him shoot once, and then peek and then shoot. So definitely need to improve on that. And players can hear me, so I need to maybe crouch a bit more when flanking. So the players now are punishing me for flanking. Whoops. And I think we lose that fight as well.
Time to try again.
Yeah, despite the really big grab, we lose that fight. And they really, I think the team needed me to do damage there, so that was my mistake there. Can't heal our Mercy or Widow from there. Again, I take really crazy duels. I even stay here. He drops instead and he sonars. Gets bubbled twice there. So I should be thinking, okay, they don't have any bubbles here.
Tactical visor activated.
Yeah, DPS are doing a good job. I Suzu there. Didn't really have to Suzu there. But it's just like a Suzu just because I can in the moment. But yeah, I haven't been doing a good job being a team player here. I'm just flanking around and not doing a very good job of it. Do I heal our Widow? No, I don't. Notice our Mercy is there, so
10 seconds remaining.
Kiriko had to touch. And Hanzo.
Let the Kitsune guide you.
Do a really different ultimate here. Yeah, once we had the high ground control and won that fight, the enemy team had a hard time. But for that game specifically, I realized my flanks, like I can't just basically, in a basic way, flank. I need to think more about it. I need to ult track for my team and the enemy team. And I need to also, like, when I do flank, need to have like really tight cover discipline and take the duels properly. Sometimes I don't have to stay there. I could just TP out. But I shouldn't be dying first. That's a big one. I died first a lot and I kind of cost my team. Like even the second point when Rosario grabbed 3 of them, that was all just timing by me. If I timed that a little bit better, we could have won the fight there and maybe even like had a bigger advantage. But our DPS ended up clutching it out because our Widow got a pick and our Soldier also got picks with his visor up top. But that was Hollywood. Let's look at Lijiang next.
Now arriving at Lijiang Tower. Ready for battle.
Yeah, this game was interesting because I remember we had a Mei at a certain point, and they were from like Europe, and my experience with European players have only been positive. I know players say that their server is like one of the worst, but I think they're really funny players. And this game I was just laughing so much at a certain point. Like right now, looking at our comp, we have Junker Queen, Lucio with Kiriko, so we'll be sticking together a lot. I don't know if I stick together a lot. I probably use cover. But our DPS, Reaper who wants to brawl, and then we have a Sojourn. And then just based off of that, I'll be healing mostly for the team. And then the enemy team, they have Torb and Genji. So 2 DPS that I struggle with. So I'll see how we adapt to that. They do have a Kiriko and an Ana, so I'll be looking at the Ana's ability specifically to cleanse. And they do have a D.Va, so definitely have to look out for that combo where the D.Va, if she notices that, like where I am playing, she could actually matrix my abilities. So let's see what happens. So I play kind of safe. Don't know why I looked there. Do our Sojourn there. Yeah, so during this time that I'm distracted, I actually don't heal our Junker Queen. So let's look at her perspective here, or just an overall perspective. So I get distracted because I know the Genji is there and our Junker Queen, I heal her a little bit, she overextends there, gets picked there. I'm not sure if I could have healed her there, but maybe I should have been playing not just on point, but maybe in between, so I can heal her, right, and kind of heal the team if they're playing there. It might be like difficult, but I probably should have been using like cover again. Like my idea of like cover isn't the best, is what I'm seeing. Like sometimes I run towards the enemy because I kind of hear them and I want to take the duel, but I understand why I want to take the duel. I want to take the duel so then we get a pick and then I get all the space here if I want to flank, but I need to get better at kind of the mixed style where, okay, gonna use cover here and then heal our Junker Queen, or like it could even go up here and heal her and then go back to cover here and help our Sojourn, for example. But yeah, I definitely could have saved our Junker Queen there. I didn't even like use my Suzu there, and it's a little important there because it's better to use the Suzu and prevent a death than to just save it for like a grenade from Ana, for example. Like I'm not sure if the Ana has it. She does, but I think we're both saving our abilities here, and it's like she'll probably win in the end if she understands the matchup, where like let's say she sleeps our tank first and then I Suzu our tank, since they're getting focused, and then they get naded. So I need to be like on point with the healing and making sure teammate doesn't die. Like, if we're getting so focused down to where I'm losing the utility battle, then I need to apply more pressure on their team. Because if she's gonna just save her cooldowns, then I need to do more damage, I think. I think that's the mindset I have right now with Kiriko in terms of like a utility battle with Ana. So I back up a lot. Suzu or Lucio. Nice, I save them. Try to help our Reaper here. TP out, I get lucky I get the TP out.
I'm restored.
Okay, we do have a Mei now, no more Sojourn, and we do have a Zarya instead of a Junker Queen. Don't save her there again. Too slow on the awareness there. Like, let's look at this again. Because I don't think I should be letting teammates just get picked like this. I should be thinking, okay, we lost that fight, I TP'd out, our Zarya's here. She should have 2 bubbles now. So we're just looking at it from her perspective. She does. And I kind of failed to heal her here because there's nothing else to really do. Because here, nobody else is like under any pressure. Everybody's kind of spawning back except for Zarya and I. So I should be making sure that she doesn't get picked. Kind of spammed there for some reason. I get the mini. She uses a bubble there. I think she used both there. Yeah, even I lost track of when she used both. So she used this one, I think, when I was... Oh, I didn't even notice. So this is what I should be looking at for our teammates. She used one there. I use cover, and it's gone. Then she uses another one. When she uses that, I should be thinking, okay, the enemy team knows that she's used both as well. Because that's what they're looking for. And I need to be there to help her out. So that's my mistake there. Not tracking my tank's abilities. And sometimes it'll happen with like Mei's ability as well. Or Reaper's Wraith. It's kind of risky with certain DPS because they might just get bursted down. But for tanks, it's really important to track it because that's when they will definitely be punished. Same with DPS, but the thing about DPS is sometimes I'll just throw the Suzu out to help them out. And they might still have their like escape ability, like Mei's Ice Blocker, Reaper's Wraith, but it's still worth it to throw it at them because they still might take a lot of burst damage. But for tanks, I should have been here for Zarya. Yeah, I should play closer. I think that's an issue of mine as well. I'm just kind of playing far away. Because I could TP out. So we have a Symmetra now, no more Reaper. TP to point, that was the plan. So there, I TP out. Not sure if I still get picked here, I'm not getting focused. Yeah. Like, even there in that fight, I Suzu'd against the Blade, and I Suzu'd against the Blade because that was most likely what was gonna get the Elim on us, and the Ana still landed a nice nade on our team, and they couldn't follow up. So that's just another perspective to think about, where saving the teammate is better than holding on to this. That was a good boop. And she dashes me. I didn't have to TPO, I could have taken that duel a little bit. But I just wanted to play safe with the team. But looking back, I could have definitely taken that duel a little bit longer. Especially since I got hit by the beat.
Let the Kitsune guide you.
Should help our Mei a bit. Yeah, kind of fail to help her out. Sometimes I get really hungry for the kill.
I'm on fire.
So yeah, I'm noticing I'm not the best kind of healer. Like I'm just DPSing a little too much. I think I was laughing at this part because our Mei was talking about the enemy team and she's been, yeah, I'm playing so far away, I can't land any healing. Yeah, so I have to TP in to help the team, so I should be, like, I know we're playing with a Lucio, but I should be helping them out. I should be like with them. I need to change how I play. Like, I'm still playing like a Zen in a way, or Ana, where I'm playing kind of far back from the team. So I need to be way closer. Like, even playing here is better than like playing over here. Because like, I know I can like look at more things here, but our comp is kind of designed to like play up close. And I kind of let our Lucio get picked there. Or not kind of, I do let him get picked there because I'm not with the team. Like here, if needed, I could always teleport to our Symmetra, but I'm surprised I didn't get hit by the bubble. Yeah, I remember that moment. I probably should have teleported to our Symmetra. So that's just awareness again. Need to work on that with teleporting. Ult tracking and being aware of my teammates. I'll TP to help Lucio there. Well, I used it, but I didn't even see her Symmetra. So I kind of get lucky again in this game where the team performs well and I'm like too safe at times or too like scared to push with them. And it hurts because I'm not there to help the team when they need my healing. Like, I shouldn't be scared of dying first there if I'm playing with them a lot. So I need to think about that more. And I could always teleport out. So I need to be more comfortable with brawlier comps. So we have a Rhine now instead of a Zarya. See how things change. I think this is when things really start to break down with the trolly gameplay. D.Va goes up top. I like how our Junkrat controlled this room. Once he has control of it, the enemy team has a really hard time either staying there or playing on point. So that was my idea, to stay there with him. Suzu or Rhine here. I had to wall climb. I didn't expect their Junkrat to be there. Yeah, a lot of different kind of things happen here. I don't even know if I'm aiming well with the healing here. Let's see. This was kind of like all crazy. I Suzu because he was purple. I wall climbed up top because I realized the jump was there. Yeah, I'm not hitting every heal. Wow. And one thing I could be doing is focusing on healing and slowing it down, because I try to get into heal shoot method, but my healing is just not well. Yeah, I think Nirvana gives up there. This game has been kind of crazy with how everyone's been playing. I think they have more close to Shatter, right? That was my idea, or my thought process at the time. I didn't want to get spammed out here. I'm getting hit there.
That feels better. Let the Kitsune guide you.
Alright, blocks it. Nice. That was a good Suzu, I think. Our Lucio just... I've been there before. Tried to ult the tire and he got hit. Wow. It's kind of funny how that happened. Let's slow it down so you can laugh at it some more, but... I've been this Lucio and he just kind of ulted right on top of the tire. I don't know if I saved our Sojourn. I think I did. Yes. But yeah, I think I do end up saving our Sojourn there. But let's just see our Lucio go for this play. I've been this Lucio many, many times. Especially when the Junkrat knows about the Lucio beating and then he just holds the tire. But this is funny just based off the timing. Oh, he tried to save us. It was a nice try. And here I can't help our Ryan too much. But even regardless of that, the nade and the sleep aren't enough to just finish him off. You have to get charged. Oh, the poor Ana. I remember I was laughing at that. Everyone has to touch here. Not sure if he does touch. Oh no, they don't touch. But yeah, that was a really interesting kind of game where it seemed at times the enemy team in the second round, like, they gave up and they couldn't really like do much. Like, it was really like, it looked like they were chasing for the eliminations, especially against our Ryan on the outside a few times. And their Ana had, like, she was outplaying me with the ability usage where I didn't have my protection Suzu. But even then, they still couldn't capitalize. I think it's because our team was doing so much just like pressure and damage that just pushing our Ryan or whoever gets hit by those abilities, it was a little hard. But for that game specifically, I need to be better at playing closer together with Kiriko. Like, I like how I play far away sometimes, but some comps, especially with a Lucio and like Mei or Symmetra with a Zarya, they want to play close together, so I need to play the comp properly. Because I kind of let our Lucio die at times, or I let someone else just kind of die or take too much damage. And I need to play closer at times too, because I let our Zarya die because I don't account for her bubbles. So I should be thinking about that if I'm playing defensively. Sometimes I just kind of go on autopilot and I just kind of forget about that. So I need to be thinking about that when I see it, because I'm so focused on the heal shoot method that I'm not landing all the healing, for one. And two, I'm not even looking at our own like teammates to see which abilities they're using, because I know for sure the enemy team will be thinking about that. So I need to be also on the same page. That's what I learned from Lijiang. Let's get into Eichenwalde.
Traveling to Eichenwalde. Ready for battle. Ready for battle.
Alright, so looking at our comp,
What's up?
playing with an Ana, which means I'm probably going to try to go for a little bit of flanks at times. Do have a Sombra and a Reaper as well, so it'll be interesting. The Zarya. Enemy team doesn't have too much to cleanse against, mostly the Hog.
Let's get this done.
Take an angle. I should probably have better discipline with my positioning there. So they do get the Zen. Where's the recall on the Tracer?
Like a gentle rain.
So yeah, I'm really looking to take these angles. I think I'm playing okay here. I think I should definitely be able to land more shots though, but other than that, I kind of like how I played there. Okay, definitely Suzu that. That's one of the main things to Suzu against. No cleanse there.
Brings relief.
No recall. Yeah, this, it's like I did something where I stayed here and I probably shouldn't have stayed here, but I kind of got lucky that
Brings relief.
the Genji was hacked because I even heard him too and I decided to stay. I should have just TP'd out. So I think when I'm playing here I should have just TP'd to our Sombra to play it safe. It was high risk, high reward in a way. I didn't even stay on the mini either.
I'm restored.
So I get lucky my teammate helps me there. Take an angle again. I get lucky again.
That feels better.
I'm not the best at healing my team here either. They've helped me out a few times. Go back to help our Ana, which is okay. Our Reaper does get picked. Should keep note of that. Let's actually go back here because sometimes I'm letting my teammates get picked here. So while I TP'd here, I think our Reaper is still fighting here. So just looking at it from his perspective. So he does end up getting hooked there. So just something for me to think about while I had to turn around and help our Ana. The Tracer kinda helped our team in a way where distracted us too, and our Reaper got punished. And I understand that, so I'm still kind of playing safe here, but I kind of give up the ankle. I need to be cautious of like, okay, who's where. I should have teased. Finish him off. I played really close up. Let her on die there. Yeah, I'm not feeling the best. Yeah, so when there's chaos, I tend to lose focus on healing my team there. Should have definitely peeled a bit better for our Ana while trying to punish anyone on her. I think I play really, like, I contest a lot here. I hear the Genji. This was a nice try. The cooldown for the TP, I think it goes off too, but I don't TP out. So let's look at this 1v1. I think Genji is a good matchup to know with Kiriko. So I get dashed for free. I think that's a big part of it. First. He deflects, I Suzu. And push him away here. Yeah, I don't land the crucial headshot there. So I think the biggest thing in this matchup right here is I kind of get flanked in a way. Like he gets the first shot on me and he kind of gets it for free. because I'm playing so close to him. And I do take a lot of damage up close. So I should definitely think about engaging Genji close up, because I lose that matchup in terms of damage. And I couldn't really TP to anyone else. Or I didn't have an idea of who to teleport to. So I shouldn't get picked first in these fights, and I think I do. I still continue to go for weird flanking plays.
I've got you.
Where's the hog? No, this is where I am. Genji's up top there. Yeah, I'm just taking really weird duels. I even Suzu there. And I don't have anything when I engage again. Oh, so close to getting the Kiriko. But yeah, I notice how I'm putting myself in these really weird spots, but I don't have like a plan.
Time to try again.
And it's not so much the speed of the games, it's more so I don't know where the enemy team is, or I don't know where we're really fighting. Yeah, the Tracer blinks there, so she messed up right there. TP a wave. So this is shown to be better than the DPS I've been doing. Just playing it a little safe here. I think I need to optimize playing safe and doing damage. Like a punishing kind of style. I know they know I'm up top. He's taking the duel again. Should just TP out. Yeah, I didn't have an idea again of who to teleport to, so put myself in a bad spot. Before every
Back to it.
duel I take, I should have an idea of where my teammates are.
Hey, let the Kitsune guide you. That's Fox power.
I think this ultimate is okay. Defensive, but it's to help the team.
I'm here.
30 seconds remaining.
Petty.
Nice read on the landing. Alright, they're down their Genji here, so Tracer can maybe touch. They're down their Baptiste now. I'm not sure why I dropped here. I think I put myself in a bad spot, because I go back up anyway. Yeah, he's trying to get the turret. So that was the end of the round. Let's look to see if dropping hurt any of my teammates. Because I maintained up top and I'm not even aware of my own teammates. I kind of tunnel vision on the enemy team a little too much. Orisa tries to push us off. And she also contests too, I believe. Yeah. Yeah, like right here. So both of our DPS could have actually gotten hit by this, and I drop, so I kind of caused this to happen as well, because I should have been ult tracking for pulse bomb. So yeah, I kind of let my Bastion get eliminated there. And then since I drop him in a bad spot, and I even take the duel against the Genji, which is a risky duel to take. Okay. So things I learned that round are to always keep an eye on my team. Not only when I give up space, but even before fights.
I hope those.
Ready for battle.
Because I let them die a few times. Also, I'm not keeping track of the enemy team well. But this game I get really lucky the team clutched it out at certain points. Alright, we're playing with a Widow Reaper with a Junker Queen. They're playing Rissa Bastion with Junkrat. Baptiste and Kiriko have been the same, but yes. I'm not sure if I take an angle. I think I try to. Yes. That was a good pick on the Junkrat. Didn't expect me to be there. Yeah, again, before I engage, I need to have an idea of who to teleport to because I keep burning Suzu for myself. Suzu her, mostly because there wasn't much to Suzu, and then now I could see they have a hog, so I'll be thinking about that as well. Everything does get picked there.
Hear my bell.
No one can hide from my sight.
I kind of peek kind of wide against the hog.
Protecting. Draw strength from nature.
Yeah, I'm not able to land any meaningful shots here. Not sure if the Sombra chases me or not. But yeah, I'm unable to really do much there. I think I play it kinda safe. And I don't land any shots. Just chase me up here, right? Yes, I do drop. Use my ultimate and I go in. I forget about my team.
We're pretty good together.
Oh. Yeah, enemy team is maintaining the high ground. They don't contest until now. It was low.
Soothing your wounds.
I know they're up top as well. Not really doing anything. I was just kind of healing right now. Got lucky that's a headshot.
Oh, that's over.
I was okay, Suzu, but I don't think it really made a difference. Yeah, I don't really push in sometimes. Sometimes I'm just kind of on the payload. Not really the best team player here in this game. Yeah, but that was Eichenwalde. I think we just got lucky our tank was alive and their tank didn't commit there at the end. And I get really lucky at times where my teammates help me out. And for that game on Eichenwalde, I learned that before every duel I take, I should just take a quick glance at the team, just so I could teleport to them, because oftentimes I'm just Suzuing. Like on defense on the high ground in the castle, I would have to like take these duels. I actually don't even need to take them, but I just take them just to push myself. And I end up not even looking at my team to teleport to them. So I burn Suzu before I even TP out. And I should make the duel more favorable. And even on attack, just take a quick glance if I'm pushing a certain area on the map. Those are the biggest things. And oftentimes, I need to think about what I'm giving up when I do teleport out. So I'll be thinking about that, because I kind of let our Reaper die at points. Even our Ana, when I ulted there with our Reaper, I kind of let her just be by herself in the middle, so I didn't peel back for her well enough there. And the fight could have been much more like decisive if I did help her out sooner, instead of just kind of tunneling in on damage or playing like too safe after. But yeah, that was Eichenwalde. Next game I'll review is Junkertown.
Welcome to Junkertown. Ready for battle. Ready for battle.
Stop the payload.
Yeah, I like this spot on Junkertown, so I start here. We do have a Doomfist with Ana, Genji, and Widow, so I think a pretty standard comp. I start here though. Enemy team doesn't have a Widow, which is interesting. I don't help our Ana here. I think she should be okay. Well, the Bastion knows I'm here now. That was a good pick by our Doomfist. Landing a nice body shots on the Echo, but not able to finish her off there. The railing right there. Do end up going back here. Yeah, there's a lot of chaos and I don't know what's going on. So I play in this area. I don't think I needed to push through there. Yeah, the shield kind of interfered there. Yeah, I TP'd, but I still get hit by the rock, so there's a short cast time on it, which I'm not a fan of, but I do get punished. So that fight I failed to like get any picks, and our team like was under a lot of pressure. So I'm wondering if I scale it back or not. Get hit by that. He doesn't know that I'm there. The Sigma. Surprised at my positioning here. Go to help our Hanzo. Hanzo's low again. Go to help our Doom. Yeah, I remember that moment in the fight. There's a lot of chaos going on. Suzurana, I think that was a good Suzu there, because she got hit by the rock. Not sure what I'm trying to do. I think I want to go for a flank. Well, I do end up hitting the Kiriko there. Yeah, my target focus is all over the place. I should have probably been looking at the Mercy there. But I was definitely all over the place in that fight. I need to get better at that, because sometimes It's simple to tunnel vision on one thing, and then sometimes I'm just really lost.
I'm with you.
So we're Ana there.
Careful.
And remember, the DPS are Ashe, Hanzo. They really just wanted to be pocketed a lot the whole game. That was a good pick by our Ana there. Let's help our Ana here. TP to her. Yeah, I liked how I Suzu'd there. I tried to save her, but she gets hit by the rock still. I think I didn't heal her enough there as well. Yeah, simple pathing. The cooldown went off again, but the swift step didn't come out. It's been happening a lot. I need to be faster with it.
Done playing around.
But I finally figured out how to Suzu properly against Sigma's ultimate.
You take a lot of damage, huh?
We want the high ground, but they have it because their Sigma's really pushing for the space here. And our Doom is on point, so I have a decision to make if I want to contest the high ground or go in with him. I decided to go contest with him instead. Yeah, it's tough when both supports are with the Sigma. Can't really hit the Mercy either.
Be careful. Snuggle.
Yeah, lucky no one gets hit by the rock there. Our Ana's playing relatively close too.
Let the Kitsune guide you.
Gotta help our Genji here. Can't see our Ashe here. We're just in coaching.
Carried on the wind.
My healing has been not that bad actually now that I'm looking at it compared to regular healing. But gets hit by that flux. So I'm kind of just staying on the high ground, applying pressure when needed, but playing pretty safe. Yeah, I'm not. Didn't really look at our Ashe there. So we're doomed there. Almost get the Bastion. Play on point. Yeah, it's hard to help her there when she's contesting. I TP in. Didn't have to TP in. I should have probably stayed up top to help our Ashe get the high ground. But I have a hard time with the chaos going on. I'm trying to deny the resurrect here. That's why I'm staying here. But I couldn't deny it. But I did distract both supports, so I think that was kind of worth it. Here, Bastion there. Here again, I Suzu'd here. I think it's okay though to Suzu there because it's just the Bastion.
30 seconds remaining.
So I kind of like maintaining the high ground. It's just when we get pushed by the Sigma, it becomes a little harder. I think our Doom is doing a good job though. He used a defensive ultimate, so they have to pass through it. Okay, I think our defense was alright for the most part. I think first point, I kind of stayed in the backline a little too long and didn't help out our Ana when she needed it. And I think second point, it was really hard to get our footing because the Sigma was really pushing with this team. In that case, maybe I should be looking at who's on point. I think it may have been the Echo. And then third point, I think the high ground control is really important. I didn't help the team as much as I could have, like the Ashe or the Ana at times. But I did try to help our Doomfist, so I think that was okay. Now here we're running Cassidy Hanzo. Kind of the same comp with the supports. And they're running the same comp. Hanzo and I are going for a play. I didn't have to Suzu that, but I still did. Yeah, her wake up kind of blocked the hitbox there. And the Sigma's good at maintaining the high ground. They really understand to stay there. Need to help our cast. They use their rocks, so I could definitely. I think I can use my Suzu for him now. I'll get lucky there. Probably should have been able to keep up our cast there. Let's look at this again. Because once the Sigma used his rock, it was like there's nothing really to fear except for the damage. Just slowing this down here. So I'm trying to reload here, but I don't need to. I should be healing and shooting here. A Suzu instead. Yeah, I'm not healing at all here. That's the issue. So yeah, I forget to heal my teammate here. I need to really get into the habit of the heal shoot method. Instead of just forgetting to heal and then shooting. Especially if I don't land the headshot. Which is really common. The enemy team does decide to run Roadhog now. Yeah, I didn't want to commit too hard to teleporting to anyone here. She does TP there with Kiriko. Yeah, I'm kind of going for a flank and I'm not really doing too much here. Yeah, I even stay there and I TP way too late. Once the Echo was getting healed, I should have been thinking, okay, it's very unlikely to get the pick. So that was my mistake there. I should have just teleported out. Now we're kinda staggering as a team. Alright, we're staying up top here. Failed to Suzu that. It's a tough ability to react to. Like, I have to be thinking beforehand about it. Okay. So here we're having a hard time because their hog really understands to control the high ground, and it's really hard to push the road hog. Our Doom tries, I don't help him out. So I'm kind of wasting a lot of time here.
The breeze brings
Yeah, the hog was teabagging me there. But yeah, I'm kind of just playing passively, not really doing anything. Trying to support the team, but we don't have a lot of space to work with because the hog is really good at contesting the space we want. Just trying to punch me, but I'm getting healed. Kinda underestimated us there. They're gonna get... I think they get punished here.
Let the Kitsune guide you.
Serrano there. I don't think I needed to do that. For the landing, sure, but not before then. Or not after that. See, crucial shots on the Kiriko. So I'm kind of losing where the enemy team is. Try to distract them, which is I think is okay. But I'm not fast enough to come back to the fight. But I think this chaos is a good thing. Their hog is purple. That was good by our honor. So during the chaos she has been able to like punish the roadhog. Yeah, that was a really messy fight. I didn't really do much of anything. I tried to go for a flank, couldn't land the shots. Then I stayed with the team and they were able to clean things up. So it just shows that if I'm not able to like do the damage, then just try to do the heal shoot method and help the team out. Especially when the roadhog is where I kind of want to be. And I woke up the hog by mistake there. Couldn't help our Genji there. The thing about the hog is that... One second. The thing about the hog is that like when they play up top, it's a strong position to be in, but they don't contest the payload at all. So that's the one thing I noticed with a lot of the tanks. They understand like, oh, they understand map control, but then they kind of give up like the point of the game here, which is like to contest and to move the objective. And I understand why, because they can win all the fights before that even happen, before they even need to like contest, but since they're never contesting and our team is still going in, I think we're doing a good job with just contesting the payload and then forcing them to decide. But yeah, I accidentally wake up the hog there. I don't TP and help our Genji. I was a little too late on that. Our Doom is really pushing in though. They're down 3. Just their Echo and Hog. I used my ult early here. Didn't help our Doom there. But we ended up winning because the enemy team couldn't touch. But yeah, I think we got kind of lucky there. But yeah, for Junkertown, I learned that sometimes players will really contest like strong positions on maps, especially certain tanks, and it's better to just like help your team sometimes than to just flank around, especially if you can't land the shots. So I think that's kind of how I adjusted to that game, and it helped that our Ana really punished the enemy team at times. Like she would sleep the hog or nade him, and then our team would engage off of that, so that was really good by our team. But yeah, one of the Junkertown games where I didn't really make plays, I kind of just stayed back and my team kind of did most of the work. But that was Junkertown. Let's look into the next game. Esperanca.
Welcome to Esperanca.
Now this game,
Ready for battle.
it was tough. I'll just be honest. It's because it seemed like our DPS and our team weren't on the same page. And I'm gonna see if I could have done things a little differently. I want to be like a little harsh on myself because I think I could definitely help the team out, but sometimes it's really hard when we're making like really basic mistakes. Yeah, I'm not. I remember this part. I was like, why am I turning around here? But I was just doing that. So I try to maintain control of this side of the map. This is what we have: Genji and Winston. So here, like, I think this is like an issue that I kind of have. Like, I'm not like quick enough. Like I'm thinking that our Winston will jump in, but our Winston doesn't actually jump in. He just kind of stays here. And I think it makes sense for him to stay here for a little bit. I thought for sure that they would be jumping in. And maybe it's my mistake, but I probably should be either with our Winston or flanking in a way. But or like closer to the team, like over here. But I put myself in a weird spot where I start here and then I'm like indecisive again. Like I have this kind of bad habit where I'm just like kind of indecisive on push maps. I should have just been flanking here and applying pressure behind them. And since I'm not, it's kind of hurting the team here. And looking at the enemy team, they don't really have too much to Suzu against. So all I really need to do is make sure I apply enough pressure so then I can be greedy with Suzu's if I wanted to, in a way. But yeah. Alright. Let's see what happens in this fight. Yeah, they do a good job helping our Winston there.
They took the robot from us.
Yeah, we're just kind of all playing like in a line, so the enemy team could just push us here. I need to teleport out. Yeah, I don't make any plays and I don't help the team out enough there. I think the healing here was fine. Yeah, we know where their sojourn is, but she doesn't get pushed there. Yeah, I missed crucial shots on the sojourn.
I've got you.
That's Suzu there. I'm just like unsure of what I'm really doing. I even wake up the Winston. So, we're putting myself in a bad spot. We're just kind of backing up. Not really taking control of the map or anything like that. Yeah, I thought their Winston was still there, but he jumped out. So they've pushed it a lot right now. Use my ultimate here as well. Probably shouldn't have used this and probably shouldn't have woken up the Reaper. Yeah, I thought we were gonna focus him down. That didn't happen there. So yeah, I probably should have saved my ultimate there to just guarantee us a fight win. But yeah, I woke up the Reaper at a bad time when he had beat.
Hey,
I Suzu'd our Sojourn. Do end up getting the Reaper, which is a good pick. Nice pick there. I failed to help our Sojourn there. I should have just TP'd to her and Suzu'd. Yeah, we're having a hard time as a team. Be able to punish the Winston.
Feels like sunlight, huh?
Yeah, the Sojourn's engaging while the Reaper's asleep. Not sure if we needed that, but we used it.
Bye bye.
Yeah, like our Reaper wraithed in and just kind of died there so quickly. I know they're trying to push the Sojourn, but not sure if it was worth. We don't have speed, so that might be something. Just headshot on the Sojourn. Now I'm flanking them. I'm staying here, which is interesting. Oh, just helping her out. I'm not hitting the Lucio or the Ryan.
Your hand-to-hand needs work.
Yeah, I kinda don't respect the Sojourn there and I die. Missing a lot against the Lucio as well.
Let's get back to it.
Yeah, so it's been a hard game to get our footing, it seems, as a team. I'm playing really, like, kind of backline for my own backline and supportive here. That's a crucial shot on the Lucio there.
Like mending a shadow.
I just TP out. This is our Sojourn. It's fine. We're getting having a hard time since. Yeah. I should have expected that. I need to be more aware of alt tracking. Yeah, but we ended up losing that game pretty quickly. And it's tough because I think I was trying to land shots on certain targets like Lucio, and I wasn't able to land them with that brief window, and I just couldn't really like flank as much, and so a lot of that game I was kind of playing like supportive of the team, and I didn't peel well enough against the Reaper. Like, he would just wraith in or he would be slept and not punished. I tried to punish him, but he got beat, and then he ulted, and then when he wraithed in there at the end there, I should have headshot him at least. But yeah, I'm not the best in terms of punishing or even tracking like their ults there. And I had to really like TP in Suzu or Sojourn against Shatter. But yeah, my mechanics were poor that game. Ult tracking wasn't good. It was really hard because it always felt like we never really won a team fight because it felt like we were always down a player. So it was hard to even get like control of the map at times. But I think I did what I could in the moment. It's just I needed to be more punishing for, like, if someone is in our backline, I need to really punish that player. Like it's happened with Genji in the past, and in this game specifically it was Reaper and at times Winston. So I need to get better at punishing them. And the best way to do that, like Suzu is really good at that, and sometimes it's good to waste their time and just teleport out. But I think I need to land the headshots in a lot of these games. I think they would make the difference in winning team fights. Maybe the game is not always winnable, but I think winning the duels are very important. And also winning the duels that like allow us to win the fights. Like even when I was fighting the Lucio and the Reinhardt, maybe I should have helped our Zarya against the Sojourn, because the Lucio isn't really, unless they're really good, isn't really gonna get us. It's most likely the Sojourn, and she was doing a lot of work in that game. But yeah, that was Esperanca. The last game I'll review is Colosseo.
Arriving at Colosseo.
This map has a replay glitch, so we'll look at it just all at once.
This looks like the best team in the solar system.
Yeah, so that was a rough previous game. Let's see how I adapt or play here. We're playing with a Zen and a Kiriko, so I'll be playing a lot more defensively here, appealing for our Zen. And we do have a Winston, Sombra, and Genji as well, so I'll definitely have to move around as well. So I should be looking to help our Zen, and also be looking to help our team if they engage. Yeah, so I'm playing like kinda close with everyone. Sombra gets picked there. Not able to help our Genji as much. So this angle here, I'm not able to really do much with it. Suzu there. And our Zen is able to live and do a lot of damage.
Carried on the wind.
That was good. I'm just playing it really safe, helping our Zen, because the Discord is really valuable and they're doing work, so I'm fine playing defensive style Kiriko here. I don't TP in to help our Winston, but I do here. Probably should have did that earlier. I'm not sure why the Winston jumped there. TP'd out kind of late there. He's kind of looking at me here, and he does drop. I Suzu'd. I'm not sure if I should have Suzu'd there. Probably should have Suzu'd here, if anything. Yeah, because I teleported out anyway. So that was my mistake. So far I've been able to distract the Winston as well by making him dive me instead of the Zen, which I think is another way to help our team. But I shouldn't have just Suzu'd and then teleported out. I should have had an idea of where everyone was again.
Restoring balance.
I noticed our Winston went in, so I was like, okay. Didn't help him at all here.
Let the Kitsune.
So ultimate here, we both use our ults here. Not sure where that dragon was, so. Suzu there. I'm not able to heal one other. That was my mistake. Yeah, we ended up losing that fight there. So again, not able to punish the Reaver ultimate, and a
Let's get
big
back to it.
issue of mine, especially when I play grouped up with the team or the other support.
Stop them or we lose the lead.
It's just the Reaper there, so. Hit there by a lot of damage. Yeah, I'm playing pretty safe here. Not looking to do too much. Get saved by our Zen, which is nice. Also a nice aerial shot. Not really healing the team here at all either. So yeah, I should probably just kind of heal shoot didn't have to like tunnel vision and do DPS there. You're just finishing them off. We do have the damage with the Zen. And Sombra as well.
Forward spawn
Up our Zen here. He's looking at me there,
The breeze brings relief.
which is better than him looking at the Zen. So that was fine.
I'm here.
TP out. Didn't have to stay there.
Let the Kitsune guide you.
So it's a, like kind of a defensive offensive vault here where we could just drop on them. So we're Zen.
Draw strength from nature.
Yeah, our Zen is pretty good. Just he's not really getting punished. I think that ultimate was fine too. Into them and like high ground as well. Kind of TP in. Mercy is contesting the point. I stay here for as long as I can with the bubble.
approaching fire.
This is Transcendence. I want to reload here.
I'm here.
I left our Sombra, that was a mistake also by my end. So yeah, I probably should have helped her against the Winston there. And she did die to the Soldier Helix as well, so
Lick
that was
my
my
wounds.
mistake.
Let's go.
Because she has to decide if she's going to stay there, and she probably thought, like I kind of baited her in a way by saying that I was like there, and then I just TP'd out.
Under my protection.
Stay on the high ground. I could see kind of everything here. Help our Genji there. Decided to go back for our Zen.
They're taking the robot.
And once they get bubbled, it's kind of tough. I remember that was really fast. I tried to teleport, but I was too slow. I thought I could extend it a little bit. Yeah, I was surprised when our Zen got the Winston there. I think they kind of underestimate Zen, enemy team.
Guys over.
He does do a lot of damage.
Mr. Robot.
Okay, so this fight, we're looking to push now that we're all here. This is my ultimate. TP and Suzu or Zen. Didn't have to TP there. Suzu there, TP out. Yeah, I don't headshot him or focus him down, the Reaper. I just kind of TP out. Our Zen is down though.
Forward spawn activated.
Yeah, this Reaper gets 2 picks there. There we go. Yeah, I commit there. Probably should have just teleported out. That was my mistake for getting picked there again. Sometimes I just kind of get lost in the moment. And since I'm down, the team is going to have a hard time. So I've been enjoying playing with this Zen. It's been pretty nice just kind of playing it safe for this game.
Under my protection.
But I still haven't been, like, I've still been punished because of my, like, sequence of abilities. Either Suzuing too early and then teleporting, or not looking at who I want to teleport to. The Winston's gonna have to decide who he wants to dive here. They dive our Winston, which is fine. That's where it's end there. Yeah, so maybe I'm tunneling too much on the Zen. TP out there. Still try to help him out here. Because once Winston is discorded, he's kind of simple to eliminate. I kind of left our Zen here. And our Genji. We're still trying to contest them though. I think they have to touch the robot. So yeah, the plan was not to contest or move the robot, so they have to contest. That's good. I called that out. Didn't land the headshot, but team followed up. But that was Colosseo. I think I liked how I played for the most part because I had a plan to really peel for the Zen, especially based off of their team comp with the Winston. I just didn't commit sometimes because I kind of let our Zen die at the end there when I probably should have just stayed with him because I could always teleport back to someone and I should have had an idea of where everyone was. But playing the peeling kind of Kiriko, it's nice because you could distract them as well and also teleport out. But what I need to work on for that game specifically is having an idea of who to teleport to if we both get pressured. And most of the time I'll stay there, like stay with our Zen, but I should try to extend the chase for as long as possible if they decide to dive me. Like I Suzu'd and then teleported out, but I should have just teleported out against the Winston, have an idea of who I want to switch step to, especially when taking duels or when being pressured. I just have to constantly be like thinking about these sort of things. But that was Colosseo. But yeah, so far been proud to reach Master 5 here, and I'm gonna keep practicing and putting in the work. Gonna be pushing for the next rank up, and I'm not going to be complacent or anything. I'm going to keep pushing. I have a lot to work on still, mechanically having an idea, but I think I could definitely make it within the rest of the time we have left for the season. But yeah, that's it for episode 11 of my hard stuck to GM with Kiriko challenge, Overwatch 2 Season 1. I'll see you guys next time.